All right, everybody, here we are. We're back talking about passive investing with flip and hold funding, realty and solutions via our loan fund. And we're talking about, what is passive investing? What's our loan fund? Why diversification from other things via like the stock market, banks, money sitting in cash, treasuries, i.e. T-bills, money market accounts, CDs, other things, why we think we're a safe bet, but able to get you much better returns than those vehicles that I just mentioned, while we're also a safe hedge, a more stable hedge maybe than the stock market up and downs, and some of the more speculative stocks where people are really making a lot of money, but there's also a huge amount of risk. So we're just kind of talking everything through and seeing, we're really diving into this passive investment marketplace. And as we've talked about, the passive investment world is not just some kind of make-believe world anymore. We mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. This is a $1.19 trillion industry. So this is not something that's fly-by-night. It's not something that, like Joey Bag of Donuts with a suitcase of cash. We see as banks tightened up their credit availability for many reasons. This other market, this passive investing market, these other ways to capitalize people, real estate transactions. This is where this whole passive investing market was kind of birthed from. And again, it's just kind of developed into this $1.19 trillion industry. So listen. Why are these investments booming? Well, it's quite simple. The reasons we just said, and you're not alone. There's tons of people out there looking for stable investment options. When I talk to wealthy individuals, and we're actually going to do a couple of interviews with some pretty successful entrepreneurs that invest with flip and hold, but when I talk to wealthy individuals, they're all telling me the same thing. I just want to find a place that's safe and stable, that provides diversification, and that I can make double-digit returns. Like, this is what people are saying, and that's why we think that we're achieving this kind of growth that we're achieving, and we think that we're just such a great alternative and a great option for people looking to passively invest. And I read an article the other day, according to Investopedia, global private debt has exploded, as I said, into the $1.19 trillion realm, with investors flocking towards private real estate infrastructure and credit facilities or funds like ours. Why? Because people want better diversification. They want stronger income and they want more stability than the traditional markets offer. Passive real estate investing isn't just a niche anymore. It's a huge mainstream wealth building strategy. And again, I think we've mentioned this before, but one of the great things that, we offer to our clients, we have a lot of people that bring us self-directed IRA money. So with that money, obviously the monthly dividends checks go right back into the self-directed IRA. They get reinvested into the IRA, and that grows nicely. But one thing that we offer, all of our other investors that bring us regular investor money, we pay them monthly dividend checks, and a lot of them use that to subsidize their retirement. Say they have $250, $500, $1 million, and they can get double-digit 10% return on that $1 million. That's $8,333 a month that they're getting from us in dividend checks that they use to live on while keeping that $1 million principal, right? So it's a wonderful opportunity for investors. And depending on your tax bracket and your retirement status, you're able to achieve some really cool things with tax strategy as well that we can get into at a later time. So we'll pause there for right now. We'll get into the next segment. Hope you're enjoying this.